Okay, take four. Hopefully it's gonna work this time. Um, each time I've tried to record this, I've spent like 45 minutes playing, and then I look back on OBS and I realized, wow, this really didn't work. Because OBS keeps bugging out with this. But anyway, long story short, this is a game I've been playing since I was like 6. So yes, I know the twist to anyone who is excited to see someone who doesn't know the twist. Uh, Unfortunately, it came to the wrong place. This is just a game I'm really passionate about, and I'd love to play through and give like a little bit of a review. The audio stop? No? Okay, it's just the song repeated. Okay. Um, anyway, I think I am gonna turn music back up a little bit. But anyway, uh, hope you guys enjoy. Um, if you do, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment, whatnot. I'm just really trying to push this because I recently got 66 subscribers. Because come on, man, that's funny to do a Star Wars thing on 66 subscribers. Anyway, I'm always gonna run Scoundrel. I think, yeah, run with that. I'm trying to remember the spread I normally do because it's gonna end up being a consular. So I mean, I could dump points in here and into charisma. Actually, I'm gonna do another 2 into strength and another 2 dexterity since we start off on Taurus. So it's a little unbalanced. But you know what? I haven't played this game in so long. I'm just vaguely familiar with how this sizes up. Uh, I'm not gonna need demolitions that much. Yeah. Okay. Fairly even along the line here. That's kind of why I put 14 intelligence in. Uh, every single time I've tried this on like the 3 or 4 different playthroughs I've tried, I've always gone toughness here because it's always nice to have that extra constitution. Um, and from this point onwards, I am going to be talking spoilers, so if you've not played this game yourself and you care about spoilers, you have my recommendation to play the game. It is a lot of fun once you get past the first planet. It gets a little tedious on the first planet. That's just my opinion, though. Some people really do like the first planet. Um, Otherwise, I think I think we should be good to just go, right? Um, so yeah, I wonder who the character is, you guys. I wonder who she is. Is she Yoda? Is she Anakin? I don't know. I hopefully just inserted the opening crawl just before this because I forget I had to put in the opening crawl. Because movies don't work on OBS, unfortunately. OBS just kind of messes with it a lot. And I'm going to hope that my audio picks up fine.
We've been ambushed by a Sith battle fleet. The Endar Spire is under attack. Hurry up, we don't have much time.
Okay, we got
I'm
Trask
Trask
and Woo.
ensign with the Republic fleet. I'm your bunkmate here on the Endar Spire. We work opposite shifts. I guess that's why you haven't seen me before. Now hurry up. We have to find Bastila. We have to make sure she makes it off the ship alive.
And real quick, I'm going to try my best not to talk over audio and try not to skip audio, but I am in the habit of doing both. So, apologies in advance if I do either.
Bastila is the commanding officer on the Endar Spire. Well, not an officer, really. But she's the one in charge of this mission. One of our primary duties is to guarantee her survival in the event of an enemy attack. You swore an oath just like everyone else on this mission. Now it's time to make good on that oath. I know all about your reputation. How you used to smuggle spice and blasters along the Corellian run. I guess the Republic figured since they couldn't catch you, they might as well hire you. And I'll admit, the Republic is in desperate need of someone with your kind of skills. Desperate enough to overlook your shady past. But now that you signed on for this mission, you're part of the Republic fleet. And Bastila needs all troops at her side during this attack. So hurry up and grab your gear. You need to suit up so we can get out of here.
Honestly, I think valid criticism just to start off with. I just saw the word skills and I was like, oh, I always forget this isn't Knights of the Old Republic 2 and skills aren't as important in this game as it is in the sequel. But yeah.
Okay, let's move out. We should stick together. You'll have more success with a party than on your own. Because of the attack, this room is in lockdown. But don't worry, I've got the override codes. You'll have to use me to unlock the door.
But yeah,
Now that the door is open, you better take the lead again.
I keep forgetting the dialogue that's in there. But yeah, there are a lot of things that I do and don't like about this game.
This is KotOR. The Sith are threatening to overrun our position. We can't hold out long against their firepower. All hands to the bridge!
That was Karth contacting us on our portable communicators. He's one of the Republic's best pilots. He's seen more combat than the rest of the Endar Spire's crew put together. If he says things are bad, you better believe it. We have to get to the bridge to help defend Bastila. There's a map of the Endar Spire and a copy of Karth's message in your electronic journal, just in case we get separated.
Now that I'm not going to be interrupted, I'm actually just going to stop here for a minute because I know more dialogue is about to happen. Personally, things I do and don't like about this game, I'll talk about them as we come up on them. But I think honestly the second game is more well-rounded if you don't play with the M478 mod, which once I get around to that, I'm not playing on the M478 mod because I played it once, it's not worth playing again. But, yeah, I'm mostly just playing this so I can play the second game after because it's so much fun.
On it. Done.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I cannot recommend these two games enough.
These Sith must be the advanced boarding party for the Republic!
These games were my absolute childhood. I adore it with every ounce of my heart.
I've got a feeling that won't be our last battle with the Sith. Good thing we have med packs to heal our wounds. It might be a good idea to use one now before our next battle.
So, does this guy normally drop remains? Because I swear he doesn't. That might be a today I learned thing out of like my over 10 years of playing this game. Like, hold on, I was 6, that would have been 2010. So I've been playing this game for like 14 years on and off. That's incredible, actually, that I'm just learning that today. And it could just be that there's a chance. If there are any other fellow Knights of the Old Republic nerds out there like me, I'm realizing I'm not really putting that in there yet. Comics here. But yeah, if there are any other nerds who adore this game who know whether that guy generally drops stuff or not, no, I'm really curious. I might have to load up an extra file after this just to test. Um, yeah, we're just keeping it rolling. Oh, I heard lightsabers clashing behind that door. I wonder what's behind that door, you guys. Maybe it's a Jedi and a Sith dueling it out. Or a Dark Jedi, more. Dead. And yes, it's something that I actually remember to do every single time. Okay. I'm walking. Get out. I'm using the peg. Very desperately. And I know I can do it from the items menu, the inventory menu, but you know, I was out of combat at that point. It's not really that important to do it that way. When you're out of combat, at least. When you're in combat, though, great tip to use items as much as you can, but to pace yourself.
It's a Dark Jedi! This fight is too much for us. We better stay back. All we do is get in the way.
I actually only really learned that a couple playthroughs ago of Maze 2, where I was like, huh, that's a thing that I can abuse that makes this game even easier than before. Which I think for the moment I'm playing this game on easy, but if it gets to be too easy, like, if by the time I get off Taurus it's too easy, I'm gonna
That was
switch it
one
up
of the
to normal
Jedi
or
accompanying
hard.
Bastila. Damn, they could have used her help.
That's the Old Republic 2, though. I am gonna play on hard mode. Because that's the game I'm most familiar with, and the game that's absolutely the most broken in terms of the power system. So I kind of need to play that on hard if that's going to be interesting at all. More remains here. Give me the remains. Okay, on to the bridge. Yeah, I'm gonna need to level up. I don't really remember what the best way to level up in this game is, and I'm realizing that it's so loud. I'm gonna turn down the voiceover volume a little bit just because of that. Okay. I don't remember what the ideal
Bastila's not here
level
on the
balance is.
bridge. They must have retreated to the escape pods. We better head that way too. The Sith want Bastila alive, but once she's off the ship, there's nothing stopping them from blasting the Endar Spire into galactic dust.
Oh no. But yeah, I don't know what the ideal level balance is between your regular class and your Jedi class. I'm pretty sure it's like 5 into 15, but I could be wrong on that. I'm gonna try not to go past level 5 on Taurus. Oh wait, I need to level up, I forgot. Uh, Persuasion, up stealth, and up... Oh, I don't need awareness as much. I'm gonna go security, actually. No, it's not really needed either. Demolitions, I guess, even though it's not really needed either. I'm gonna go for the power attack. Because I think that's just like my preferred attack in this game. And also, I need to not forget... Sorry, Trask, your time with us is done. I don't know if he actually just takes the blaster with him or not. He might.
There's something behind here.
Or the sword.
Damn,
I don't
another
know
Dark
either.
Jedi. I'll try to hold him off. You get to the escape pods. Go!
Plot twist. Trask doesn't die. He becomes Darth Bandon. The real Darth Bandon died right there. And he didn't take one of the swords, actually.
This is
Hello,
Cargo
Kirk.
Nassi on your personal communicator. I'm tracking your position through the Endar Spire's life support systems. Bastila's escape pod is away. You're the last surviving crew member on the Endar Spire. Now, I can't wait for you much longer. You have to get to the escape pods. But be careful. There's a Sith patrol just down the corridor. Use your stealth skill to sneak past him.
I'm pretty sure the stealth skill doesn't actually give me experience for usage here. So I'm just gonna do this. If I'm gonna be so real. I feel like there's just not a point, it just gets me experience. Also, I'm gonna try my best to 100% this file. However, as I said, I haven't played this game all the way through in a while, so I might not remember every single quest line. So if I don't completely 100% it, don't at me. I'm sorry. uh, what else? I'm probably gonna go to the dueling ring on Taros to end the first episode. I'm gonna go to either Jedi Duncan or Girl on Two Fingers. Uh, oh man, I honestly don't think I've ever seen one of the Sith soldiers on the Endor
Be
Spire
careful.
use an
There's a
attack.
whole squad of Sith troopers on the other side of that door. You need to find some way to thin their numbers. You could reprogram the damaged assault droid to help you, if you have enough repair parts. Or you could use computer spikes to slice into the terminal and use the Endar Spire's security systems against the Sith.
Okay, so now I want to test to see if I can theoretically beat the Sith in there. However, I don't think that's actually possible. I'm gonna assume that it's not. Okay, I can actually do this. It's wild. Okay. Last couple times I've tested that, I just didn't have a high enough repair, I guess. And the Sith have fallen. Honestly, that droid, that droid did not take a chunk of damage. You need to send that thing in versus Malik. If you just brought that thing to the Starforge, like at the beginning of the game, this man would have just died. Would have achieved victory way too quickly. I'm gonna change out for the prototype Everblade. Alright.
You've made it
Hello,
just in
Karth.
time. There's only one active escape pod left. Come on, we can hide out on the planet below.
Who
I'm
are
a
you?
soldier with the Republic, like you. We're the last two crew members left in the Endar Spire. Bastila's escape pod's already gone, so there's no reason for us to stick around here and get shot by the Sith. Now, come on. There'll be time for questions later.
Who's the escape pod, Luke? Okay, I'm gonna have to put in the movie for the dream here too. I don't know where exactly it's put in, but I'll put it in somewhere here. I guess I probably put it in right there where it cuts to the save screen. So just before this, you guys should have seen that movie where it's Bastila fighting a Dark Jedi.
Good to see you
I
up
might
instead
forget.
of thrashing about in your sleep. You must have been having one hell of a nightmare. I was wondering if you were ever gonna wake up. I'm Karth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. I was with you on the escape pod. Do you remember?
Raven Thread is such a funny name to me.
You've been slipping in and out of consciousness for a couple of days now, so I imagine you're pretty confused about things, but try not to worry. We're safe. At least for the moment. We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Terrace. We were banged up pretty bad when our escape pod crashed, but luckily I wasn't seriously hurt. I was able to drag you away from our crash site and all the confusion, and I stumbled into this abandoned apartment. By the time the Sith arrived on the scene, we were long gone.
Honestly, really weird thing to point out, but like this is the first time I'm really picking up Karth, like the vibes of Karth being like a good dad. Because I mean, all of his paranoia really just piles up to make me think, oh, that guy's not that good of a dad. But then like the empathy as soon as the player character wakes up, like he doesn't really show it, but I feel like he tries at least, so that should be appreciated at least.
You don't have to thank me. I've never abandoned anyone on a mission, and I'm not about to start now. Besides, I'm gonna need your help. Terrace is under Sith control. Their fleet is orbiting the planet, they've declared martial law, and they've imposed a planet-wide quarantine. But I've been in worse spots. I saw on your
God,
service
not COVID
records that
again.
you understand a remarkable number of alien languages. That's pretty rare in a raw recruit. But it should come in handy while we're stranded on a foreign world. There is no way the Republic will be able to get anyone through the Sith blockade to help us. If we're gonna find Bastila and get off this planet, we can't rely on anybody but ourselves. That smack to your head did more damage than I thought. Bastila's a Jedi. She was with the strike team that killed Darth Revan, Malik's Sith Master. Bastila is the key to the whole Republic war effort. The Sith must have found out that she was on the Endar Spire and set an ambush for us in this system. I believe Bastila was on one of the escape pods that crashed down here in Terrace. For the sake of the Republic war effort, we have to try and find her. I don't, but Bastila's young, and she has a powerful command of the Force. We survived the crash landing, so I'm willing to bet that she may have too. Besides, what's the alternative? I mean, if she's dead, then no one can stop Malik and his Sith from wiping out the Republic, and I'd rather operate on the assumption that she survived.
I'm just gonna skip through lore here. Anyone who is watching doesn't care for spoilers. Essentially, she has the ability called Battle Meditation, where she can meditate and essentially determine the outcome of the fight that her allies are in. So, for instance, if she were on the Endar Spire and she weren't escorted off, she probably could have brought the soldiers on there to victory rather than that becoming a massacre. But instead, she was rushed off because she was too valuable, and putting herself in that battle meditation would have left her vulnerable. Especially with Dark Jedi on there. It wasn't really an option, but in theory, it would have worked on the Endar Spire.
Bastila's gonna need our help. Many of Darth Malik's followers can use the dark side of the Force, and the Sith have already killed more than their share of Jedi in this war. Nobody will be looking for a couple of common soldiers like us, and if we're careful, we can move about the planet without attracting notice, a luxury Bastila won't have. She's gonna have half the Sith fleet looking for her. They know how important she is to the war effort. The whole planet is under quarantine. No ships can land or take off. So, if Bastila's gonna escape Terrace, she's gonna need our help. And we'll probably need hers.
Oh, really random question that's, I guess, spoilery to Knights 2. I'm wondering if Atten at this point had deserted the Sith. Because I'm just really curious. I want to know Atten's full story. Because, like, we know he served the Sith. We know he participated in both the Jedi Civil War and the Mandalorian Wars. And he deserted both times. But when? When did he desert? I just I want to know. I want to know where Atten was stationed if he didn't desert at this point in time.
While you were out, I did some scouting around. There are reports of a couple of escape pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start. But the Undercity's a dangerous place. We don't want to go there unprepared, and it won't do Bastila any good if we go and get ourselves killed. Good idea. We can use this abandoned apartment as a base. And we can probably get some equipment and supplies here in the upper city. Just remember to keep a low profile. I've heard some grim stories about the Dark Jedi interrogation techniques. They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything
Foreshadowing.
stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, they're looking for Bastila, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier, let's move out.
Ooh, foreshadowing. How the Force can do terrible things to a mind, like wipe memories and reprogram identities. Wow, that's so crazy, guys. I wonder how that could ever be relevant to the current story. I did really. Yes, I did. Okay, awesome. Okay, I pretty much just describing the party system and how I have to pick
Right,
her.
you alien scum. Everybody get up against the wall. This is a raid.
I'm also probably going to skip through after a couple seconds of
That's
non-English
how
dialogue.
we Sith deal with smart-mouthed aliens. Now the rest of you, get up against the wall before I lose my temper again. What's this? Humans hiding out with aliens? They're Republic fugitives! Attack!
So why I'm going to end up skipping through some of the dialogue is that I'm going to give time for people to read, and then I'm going to skip forward so we don't have to sit there for a solid, like, 20 seconds as they just say what's essentially gibberish to most of us, right? It just makes more sense that way to skip through. some bits and pieces like that. So then that way we aren't sitting here for like 50 years. Artifact and remains. I swear that he generally has remains, but I guess not. Anyway, hi,
On
Dia.
it. Done.
Hello,
Who
Dia.
are you? What are you doing in here? You can't just come barging into someone's home.
You sound so posh, which makes sense because this is the upper city. Like most of the people here are just really posh.
That's no excuse. You can't just go around barging into people's apartments because you're curious. But at least you're more polite than that pig Holden. Just one of Darvik's men who can't keep his hands to himself. But all he got for his trouble was a nasty scar from my vibroblade. Too bad I'm the one still paying the price. I don't want to talk about it. I'm in enough trouble already. Besides, I don't know if I can trust you. Well, I suppose you seem like an all-right sort. When I cut Holden, it made him back off, but it also embarrassed him in front of his friends. Holden's a spiteful little hut slug. He went and put out a bounty on my head for what I did. That's why I'm hiding out here. I doubt it. Holden is one of Darvik's men. When you work for the local crime lord, the authorities tend to turn a blind eye. I'm afraid this is between me and Holden now.
Honestly, about sums up our political climate.
You could try, I guess. He usually hangs out at the cantina in the lower city. It probably won't do any good. Holden's used to getting his own way. That's one of the fringe benefits of being a goon for Darvik. Working for the local crime lord lets you get away with things. Still, I appreciate the offer.
Hey, I have such a problem with how people interpret this word now. Because I mean, come on. I want to log on to Hypixel Skyblock and I want to look at my minions and I want to be able to call them goons. But no, I can't call them goons anymore because modern slang ruined it. What the heck, man?
Goodbye and good luck. I hope you can talk some sense into Holden.
Like, if I if I weren't playing a Let's End playthrough for this time around, I want to be able to look at Karth and call him my goon. You know? It's funny. It's funnier that way. But now I can't because modern slang ruined it.
Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonqualeo gondona chuchut. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palap. Ka chi kun ita hodonga. Yiking tong abog sha umnina. Achuta.
Have that many credits at the moment. Probably wouldn't hurt to probably sell a thing or two. Like I could sell probably just the Ion Blaster. Oh, wow, I'm smart, you guys. I'm really, really smart. Indeed. I'm gonna do 2 blasted pistols, and that way I can get the light battle armor for Karth. Because I don't really need it as the player character. And also I can't equip it right now as the player character. But yeah, that's about all I really need there. I mean, I
On
could
it.
fish for more experience here.
Done.
I don't think I really need too much of it. I don't know how long I've been recording at this point, and I can't really alt-tab to check. This is where I really wish I had a second monitor, but I'm just playing on a laptop. Because if I if I needed to hurry up, then I would know.
On
Because
it.
I would like to keep this under an
Done.
hour, but at the pace I'm at, I might not. I might not make it under an hour for one episode. I think from here it just circles back to the apartment. Yeah,
On it.
fine quarter.
Done.
This is probably slightly faster just to go back this way. This is one of the things I don't like about the game, by the way. It's just Taurus is a walking simulator, but it's not as offending as M478. And oh, my glasses just broke. Uh, you know what? I can play without glasses. Man, I went up to scratch my nose, and then my glasses just fall apart in my
Yes, what's on your
hands.
mind?
Okay, I'm not going to be able to see very well, but I really do like the storyline here, by the way.
Me? Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Seen more than my share of wars. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith animals can unleash. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malak's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop them.
No, I'm just going to see. I might be able to just lodge my glasses back on my face. Maybe? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna shut my right eye and keep it on on my left eye, I guess. Because it literally just like broke down the middle. I might see about getting like a picture of it on here on screen somewhere. But yeah, literally just broke apart as I was playing.
I'm just a soldier. I go where the fleet admirals tell me to. I follow my orders and I do my duty. It's just... doesn't seem right that doing that means I failed them. I didn't.
He really didn't. He didn't fail his family. He was doing his duty for, the Republic. So, I mean, he really isn't to blame. He's just blaming himself. Because he left, his family died, which, even if he was there, I don't know that his family would have been saved.
No, I know. Don't worry about it. I must not be making much sense. You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
Okay, you know what? This is getting really disorienting with my glasses, so I'm going to cut this a little bit shorter than I meant to run it. Um, so, I'll do the dueling ring next episode. And I just need to go sort out my glasses because this is like I can't go without it because I can hardly see my screen without my glasses. And now they're kind of broken. So I'm gonna wrap this up. Um, dueling ring tomorrow, and I'm probably going to just speed run getting to the lower city. I think. Because I don't think there's that much to do on the upper city in terms of side quests. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, all that. Um, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.